Afternoon, class. Welcome back, and I am sure you all are pretty excited with this called mobile learning or virtual learning. Let's begin our class with the geography chapter again, that is resources. Before we proceed further, let us quickly recap what we have learned yesterday. We have learned what is resources, what are the different types of resources, and what are the classification of natural resources. So let us see what is our resources. Resources means anything that can be used to satisfy our needs. And what are the different types of resources we have learned? Yesterday we have learned that the different types of resources are natural resources, human resources, and human made resources. Now what are the classification of natural resources again? The different types of natural resources are again renewable resources, non-renewable resources, potential resources, actual resources, biotic and abiotic. These are the different types of natural resources we have. So today we will proceed further with human made resources and human resource. Let's see what is human made resources. As we all know, human made resources are those resources which are created by human beings to satisfy their needs. Sometimes natural substances become resources only when their original form has been changed. Iron ore was not a resource until people learned to extract iron from it. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, machineries, and vehicles, which are known as human-made resources. Technology is also a human-made resources. Now let us see the third types of resources we have, that is human resource. Human resource refers to the number, that is the quantity and abilities which includes mental and physical of the people. This is considered as human resource. And we must all remember that human beings are the most important resources. Why? Because people themselves are the most important resource. It is their ideas, knowledge, inventions, and discoveries that led to the creation of more resources. Each discovery or invention led to many others. The discovery of fire led to the practice of cooking and other processes, while invention of the wheel ultimately resulted in the development of newer modes of transport. Technology to create hydroelectricity has turned energy in fast flowing water into an important resource. So now, with their knowledge, with their ideas, and with the skill and also technology, they can create more resources. That is why human beings are considered as an important resource. Now we must all remember that human resource is the most important resources. Improving the quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resources is called human resource development. So in order to improve our skills, you and I come to school every day to improve the skills, the abilities we have. Last topic we have for this chapter is resource conservation, how we should conserve the resources available that is already there on the earth. Now we could see that some resources are non-renewable resources, and once if we are not careful in using this kind of resources, it will get exhausted. So now resource conservation is one of the basic important skills that you and I should acquire. And let us first understand what is resource conservation. Resource conservation means using resource carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. And here we must all remember this sustainable development. What is sustainable development? Balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for future is called sustainable development. And now there are many ways to conserve resources. Each person, each one of us can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling, and reusing things. Ultimately, it will make a huge difference because all our lives are interlinked. The future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides today. So therefore, it is our duty to ensure that all the uses of non-renewable and renewable resources are sustainable. The diversity of life on earth is conserved. the damage to natural environment system is minimized. And here are some few basic principles that you can see on the screen. Number one is respect and care for all forms of life, improve the quality of human life, conserve the earth's vitality and diversity, minimize the depletion of natural resources, change personal attitudes and practices towards the environment, enable communities to care for their own environment, provide a national framework for integrating development and conservation, create a global alliance. These are the few basic principle ways where we can conserve our natural resources. Please summarize what we have learned today. We have learned what are human-made resources. We have also learned human resources. We also learned why humans are considered as a special resource. And also we have learned resource conservation, sustainable development, and what are the basic ways of sustainable development. Conclude the lesson, I would like to give you some few assignments, some few questions here. Can you please find out, and if you have any doubt, we'll clarify it once we are back to school. What are human-made resources? What are human resources? Why do we call people as special resources? Define resource conservation. And what do you mean by sustainable development? Write some basic principle of sustainable development. Thank you.